you 15, count them, 15 minutes of success, coming to you with successful entrepreneurs all around the globe that's going to share with you what they do to be successful so you can too. Hello, and welcome back for another 15 minutes of success. I'm your lady, Dr. Lotus Riché, and I am so happy to have you here with me. And as we prepare for our guests to come on the show this evening, I would love for you to go ahead and share this broadcast out with your friends, your family, and folks you know, and tell them it's time to let's go on 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Riché. Now, typically, you know, we come on 15 minutes of success during the day, but tonight we got a little special treat for you. We're coming to you this evening. That's right, this evening with an amazing speaker. He's an author. He's an event host. He is an international speaking celebrity, and he is here to make sure he talks to you and give you, guess what? We going in for 3 tips tonight, 3 tips to add to your toolkit for success. So as you come in, please go ahead, share, like, tag a friend and tell them to come on in because it's time to win right here with 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Riché. Now, I know that you got to be wondering, Dr. Riché, what's going on? We saw you all the way in Texas this past weekend. Yes. You saw me all the way in Texas this past weekend. And I want to give a special shout out to my friend, just amazing guy, Mr. Alan Thornton. He hosted a phenomenal event called the MLK 40 Acres Presidential Awards, and I am one of the recipients of the Presidential Award. And so I want to send a special thank you with a heartfelt to Mr. Alan Thornton for the 40 Acres just MLK 40 Acres Presidential Award. If you were not in Texas, you missed an amazing weekend of festivity. And they finalized everything with the march, the MLK march on Monday, and it was simply phenomenal. And so as you come in today, go ahead, get your pad and get your pen, because you're going to want to write these wonderful, life-changing and life-empowering and life, just life-altering, if you will, pieces of information that my guest is going to share with you. So we are going to go ahead and give you a few minutes to go ahead and come in and share this broadcast. And so we're going to tag, you're it. You got 30 seconds to come on in, tag a friend, and let us know where you're coming in from, and let us know who you're tagging so we can shout them out too. And so for those of you that's a first-time viewers, because I know I get a lot of first-time viewers from all around the world, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Dr. Lotus Riché. I'm a global transformation strategist, and I'm the show host of 15 Minutes of Success with Dr. Lotus Riché, and of course, Lotus Riché Ignite Show, books to boom your business and news you can use. And of course, bring who you are. Our new season is going to be starting up real soon too. So I'm also a keynote speaker. I'm a disc trainer. I'm a Guinness World Record holder. But most importantly, I'm here with you tonight, sharing these moments with you and our upcoming guests to help you be successful, whether it's in life or in business. All you need is 15 minutes. 15 minutes really change your life for the better. And so we're here tonight, and we're going to help that. And what we're going to ask of you, if you could go ahead and tag someone too, so we can share this 15 minutes of success with them so they can be successful too. Here's your 30 seconds. Go ahead, tag, you're it. Tag somebody and tell them, come on in for 15 minutes of success. We'll be right back. Count them, you got 15 minutes of success this evening with Dr. Lotus Riché and her amazing guest. He's a phenomenal speaker, author, a trainer, and an event host. He is a celebrity speaker all around the world, helping people not to debate, but to get their mental real estate straight. Welcome to the show, Dr. Michael Freeland.
Hey, what's going on, Dr. Lotus Riché? Y'all know I got to just take a second and pause for DJ Mike J because I can't be here without that guy. But you know what? For just a second, I'm going to take these glasses. I'm going to put on here, Dr. Lotus. I'm going to put these glasses on because it's time.
Put them on.
It's time for the doctor to show up. It's time for the doctor to do what he needs to do to make sure that we add to this success of everyone else. In 15 minutes, we got 15 minutes, y'all. Stay with me. We're going to keep this thing going. Let's go.
Make it hot, make it hot. See, that's how people supposed to come in.
Absolutely.
Dr. Michael Freeland. Woo!
Let me dare say that, you know, if anyone to be celebrated, my friend, it is you. I thank you for having me. This is an amazing opportunity, an amazing show where people get a chance to know more about, you know, not just you, but Dr. Michael Freeland and what goes on around the world when we talk about 15 minutes of success with the only Dr. Lotus Riché. Thank you so much for having me on.
Well, thank you. Let me pop these off. I always have such a wonderful time, Dr. Freeland, when I'm with you. You're just amazing. You come in, you're a ball of energy, and you're always inspiring people to take it higher and not to debate, really, and just to really get their mental real estate straight. And you had another fabulous event this past year. I was a part of that, and I want to thank you. And just, you know how they say you got to give God the glory. Well, I want to give Dr. Michael Freeland some glory. Okay. So thank you so much. And I look forward to the next mental real estate conference. And so I hope before you dash out of here tonight, you let us know what's going on with the next upcoming mental real estate. And who knows, we might get some secret sizzling sauce, y'all, and get a sneak peek at where this event is going to be. So Dr. Freeland, I want to thank you for coming here tonight. And folks, if you are loving Dr. Freeland already, y'all see how we came in the house. Go ahead and put a Freeland, Freeland. We're gonna make you work a little bit tonight. Put a Freeland in the comment. And if you type in challenge, that's okay. Just put an F in there. Freeland for love. That's right. So
I love it.
I tell I share with them that you're an amazing author, mental real and celebrity speaker. I mean, I've seen you all in Africa. I've seen you here in the United States, and people just flock to you. They love you. We know that you're a tremendous event host, and you're hailing all the way from Topeka, Kansas. We got to make sure we get that right. We don't want his mother to get on him tonight.
Yeah, I got to keep the peace with mom on that one. Y'all top cities representing in here tonight.
That's right. But hey, so if you would share a bit more about yourself as we get into this broadcast.
Oh my goodness. Where do I start, Dr. Lotus? Let me start by saying, you know, I'm a survivor and continuing to thrive as I move through this life with the things that, you know, God has bestowed upon me, you know, and not only that, I've used some of the efficiency, I don't call them handicaps. I call them inabilities. I use some of my inabilities to create the ability for other people to do more in their life. And why is it so important? Because I know for a fact that we got to move forward, because if you get caught standing still, you already know what happens. Somebody's going to pass you up. And in this life, it's for me to do more to help others. You know, I'm a motivational speaker. I become that over just a few years ago. Not only that, but I'm a DJ Mike J. If you don't know, I've been a DJ now. This is my 31st year, 31 years in the biz. Oh my God. And they're still calling me. So this is good stuff. But you know what? The heart is always huge for helping others. Let me say that again. The heart is huge for helping others. And why is that? Because I know when I go somewhere, there's something that somebody needs, something that somebody wants. And I get the opportunity every time to just step into place. I'm not bigger than myself. I'm not bigger than the moment. I'm only as big as the gift that's given to me. And when I get a chance to put myself out there to help share life and give life to other people, I don't turn down the opportunity, because I'm blessed to be here and I'm blessed to keep moving on. So like she said, yes, DJ Mike J. Yes, Dr. Michael Freeland got his honorary doctorate. Yes, the fact that I'm doing events, I'm traveling, I do so many different things. I have initiatives in other countries where I'm working mental real estate in different countries. And if you don't know anything about the mental real estate of your mind, then you need to come and see me, because there's going to be so many things that we can do together. But you know what? The vision, Dr. Lotus Riché, is the fact that when we do things, we do it with the best of intention. And we want people to really know exactly where we're coming from when we're talking about the mental real of state. And you was a phenomenal speaker in Kansas City. You came here, you lit the place on fire, you turned it up, you know what? And every time you've been here through both of my shows in Kansas City, it's been amazing. And yes, we're going to be looking to move this thing around and down the road, because you know what? There's too many people we got to reach, and we don't have enough time. So we're going to keep this thing running.
Amen. And I can't wait. It's going to be fire. So we're lighting some fire right here on 15 Minutes of Success. And Dr. Freeland has come in, and we're doing a little secret sizzling sauce tonight, because we're going to give you 3 amazing techniques and for your toolkit, okay? For your toolkit of success. So let's get right into it. And for those of you that's just joining us, I want to welcome you to 15 Minutes of Success. Your host, Lady Dr. Lotus Riché, and of course, my phenomenal guest, Dr. Michael Freeland, also known as DJ Mike Freeland. He might kick us out of here tonight with some tunes. You know how he came in with the high step, and I love it. And so let's get right into it. So let's talk about your first tip that you're going to give folks tonight. Let's talk about this. Tell us about this.
Absolutely. Tonight we have the 3 C's, y'all. And the first C that I want to give you, because we're talking about your 15 minutes of success. Now, why are we calling this success? Because everybody has a piece of this, and we want you to own that. Let me say that again. Everybody has a piece, and we want you to own that. And the first piece that I want to give you, and write this down, is creativity. You have to have creativity. Why am I saying creativity? How is that a part of your success? If you think about it all the time, you know, I can just tell you right now, I went to the store the other day and I bought myself some socks. But you know what happened when I went in the store to get some socks? There was millions of pairs of socks on the shelf. So what is it about the socks that I wear that separates the socks from anything else? The creativity that people come up with when they're talking about creating something special is you got to think of something that is going to get the attention of others. Not only get the attention of others, but you have to build something that is going to last. So sustainability. So when I talk about creativity, now here's the part where I can dare to say to you that the creativity is right here. How many of us have been guilty of actually taking somebody else's advice and saying, you need to do something with this? And you go, okay. And you take off running and you start something. You wonder why it didn't last. You wonder why there was no success to this thing. Because a lot of times the ideas that we have is spawned within us. So how do we take somebody else's idea that has gotten that idea from somebody else, and somebody else had the idea, and now we wonder why we don't have any success with the idea that we was given? But let me tell you why. You was looking in the wrong place. When it comes to success, when it comes to your creativity, it comes from the mentality that you're given, because everybody has creativity. Now, whether you decide to tap in or not is up to you, but you can't build the success, in my opinion, with where you want to be, what you want to do, and where you want to go in success without the creativity of your mind. That's number one.
Woo! Woo! If you love the first one, y'all hold on to your seat. And for those of you that's just joining us, make sure you play this on repeat and share this. Wow. If you love what he just shared, go ahead, please, and put a 1 and a C, because that's just the first one. That's just the first one. Put a 1 and a C in the comment. So, Dr. Freeland.
Yes, ma'am.
Creativity. I love it, because it's been said that what a person can think about, they can bring about, but everything starts with a thought, and you have to create it in your mind.
Yes.
That's powerful.
Absolutely. You know, and another add-on to that is that, again, we have been guilty at times by taking the ideas of someone else. They may have seen something and given us something, and we've acted on it. Now, let me say this. A lot of times we are guilty of wasting resources. Let me say that again. We become guilty of wasting resources on ideas that come from someplace else. But you notice one thing, for people who have been Dr. Lotus Riché, or have been Dr. Michael Freeland, who have been DJ Mike J, when you go around the world and travel, when you come up with your own ideas, you build what? Sustainability. Uh-oh.
Yes.
I didn't mean to hit you with that one, but I'm telling people something special, because with the creativity, and you bring it from the right, when you bring it from the right place, it meets the right people, it meets the right personalities, and you're in the right situation. So that's what I love about the creativity.
I see Corey Ferdinand from Newark, New Jersey. He got that 1C. Ebony is in the house with that 1C. Dr. or Pastor Dorothy Mae Ross is in the house. She recently had surgery, so we're blessing God and thanking God for her miraculous healing that's already underway. Great to see you. And we see the Kim Jacobs show host, none other than Kim Jacobs. She's in the house all the way from North Carolina.
Yes.
And
Ebony.
Angela Elton is here from Washington, D.C.
Man.
Brenda Ringwood is all the way live from Kansas as well. And so many more. I see you out there. Sherry Hemingway, Berger, I see you in the house. Happy to have you here. Hello from Kansas. She says she's loving this stuff. And Miss Kim Jacobs says she can't wait to see us all in person all together. And we can't wait to see you either. So, Dr. Mike, let's go ahead and tell us, what is your number 2C that you're going to share with us this evening?
All right. I've already told you the first C, creativity. Now, the next C that we're talking about is consistency. Now, here it is. It's funny how when you say something that seems like it's so cliche, we hear it in sentences all the time. Consistency, be consistent. People tell you those things, but let me show you how to apply the consistency to the creativity. When we're talking about the consistency that you want to have. Now, you've already spent the time creating something that's good, right? Now, here it is. It's just like if I take this, because y'all know I do these cookies and everybody don't know, but when I take these cookies and I get ready to put them in the oven, you know what happens to that batter if I don't put that flour in there? See, sometimes you need the glue, you need the flour in there to hold things together. Just like when you're gluing things on the paper, you can't go lighthearted when you're talking about holding it down for quite some time. So you have to add a barrier of consistency. You have to add something that's going to give it exactly what it needs to stay where it's supposed to be. Because what happens when we don't have consistency with the ideas and the creativity that we have, when it happens like that, a lot of times, just like that cake that didn't get the quite amount of eggs that it was supposed to, it'll start to slide. It'll start to slide. You wonder why your ideas can't stand firm and move forward, because the creativity you had didn't quite have the consistency that it needed. So we're talking about the consistency of the ideas, the creativity. Why do we bring consistency? Because do you want it to last? Let me ask you the question now. Do you want it to last? Do you want it to hang around for a while? And why are you building this thing? Uh-oh, I just tapped in. There's something about the why that helps the consistency to glow. There's something about the why when we're talking about consistency, because you know what? Most people who have a reason for what they do stick to the reason that builds the consistency. There's no way that Dr. Lotus Riché can do this show. There's no way she can ignite everyone that she ignites around the world if she couldn't have consistency. But how does she build it? The one thing I can tell you is that what you don't know is her why. Now, she might, but the one thing everybody has this down on the inside is that reason. Why do you put your feet on the floor to go to work every single morning? It ain't because you want to. It ain't because they paying you enough. It's because you have a reason why.
Yes.
So when we're talking about your consistency, oh my goodness, build into your consistency. Your creativity adds to the consistency. This is why we want things to stick around for quite some time, because we can create it, but you know what? If we don't have anything consistent, it can't stick around. It's going to be a good idea. It's going to sound great. It's going to take off. It's going to be good for 2-3 years. But what happened to 5, 10, 15, 20 years after you're gone? What happened to that? That's the consistency that we want to see. Dr. Lotus, girl, take this microphone from me.
Woo! I told you it was gonna be fire. See, this is what's gonna happen. Look, I gotta let it out. Look, we got an event coming up, and I'm gonna share with you that event, but not before I go right here. I want to say hi to my friend Buck, all the way from London. It's great to see you. So happy you here. I want to say hi to my sister Pamela Luhing. She's in the house. Glad to see you here. Let us know, everybody, where you coming in from, and if you loving this broadcast so far. We only gonna be here for like 15 minutes of success. So we about to close this thing down here shortly. So if you have not shared this out, please share this out. And I see the host of the Kim Jacobs Show. She is sharing this out like nobody's business. So Dr. Freeland, before we go to your third and final item that you're going to share, your 3 tips to help our folks around the world put this in their toolkit for success, hit us with a little beat.
Come on. Listen, I can't say this now. I got to go into my other hat for a second. That means I got to turn the hat around and let y'all know DJ Mike J's taking over for a second. Why is that? Because this guy, Dr. Freeland, right here talking about creativity and consistency, and you about to get the 3rd C, is talking something that's very real today. Because how in the world can DJ Mike J last for 31 years in the business, keeping it hot, bouncing the beat, making people move, love everywhere, without the fact that I built something that's sustainable, and I know this stuff because I've been here. And if you've been here, that means you've done this. If you've done this, then guess what? You own this. And if you own this, guess what you got to do? You got to share this thing, y'all. This is DJ Mike J. Let me give you back to Dr. Michael Freeland, because I'm kind of fired up right now. And this music is always hot because it's ready to try. Dr. Lotus Riché, listen, y'all got to put something in the feed for this one right here. Listen, nominated presidential award. Dr. Lotus Riché is doing amazing work. I'm sitting here trying to be the guest on the show, but it's hard to be the guest when you sit next to the best. Come on now. Oh, that was good. I'm going to give you that one for free.
Oh, that was great.
Come on, y'all. We're going to keep it going, Dr. Lotus Riché. Take this thing away from me.
So let's get right into that 3rd one. If y'all love what y'all just heard, y'all ain't heard nothing yet. Y'all got to be at the upcoming event. So let's talk about your number 3. Thanks, Doc.
Yes, listen, here we go. You see the 3rd number C. We got creativity. We got consistency. And thirdly, we have commitment. Now, let me dare to say, of all the 3 C's that we have there, that's probably one of the hardest ones to hold on to. Why am I telling you that? Because I think longevity when I think about success. I think about generations when I think about success. I think about the things that are going to matter when I shut my mouth. That's what I think about success. So when you're talking about the success that you add not only to your life, where are you going to with this success? Who's going to get a hold to what you have? Who's going to learn from what you say? Who's going to grow from what you know? The part about commitment, what I'm telling you is this, because we know that the days get hard. And we know that sometimes the day is dark and sometimes nobody knows exactly what we're going through. Because even in the midst of your creativity and your consistency, you can still run into that wall. But listen, let me help you. Because even when you run into that wall, and guess what? You know what? Can I dare say that sometimes we hit that wall and it backs us up? We try to go forward, we hit that wall, it backs us up again. But you know, one thing I'm challenging you with is the commitment part. Because when we're discussing the commitment, what does this mean for your success? Dare I tell you, everything. Everything.
Everything.
You know, people pour into themselves so that they can pour out. People pour into others so that they can pour out. But when it talks to your commitment, that's a different level that you just have to have on the inside. See, a commitment is one thing I can tell you about, but I can teach you about, but I can't give it to you individually for you to be able to own this thing, because commitment comes from inside. When you have something that you're committed to, guess what you do? You stick with it. That's funny because my mother is a churchgoer, and my mama does. If my mama misses church, y'all better call an ambulance. I'm telling you right now, because she doesn't miss. And if she here, I love you, mama. But I had to pick on the ones I love, because this is real talk. You think about it. What is the one thing that you don't do without? Guess what? We got to eat every day, don't we? We got to go to bed every night, don't we? We got to wake up every time we're touched to get out of that bed. We got to get up. We don't lay there. We got to get up. When you have the ability, you will do something with it. And that's what I'm talking about with the creativity, with the consistency, and now the commitment. You have everything. You got to do something with it. Why is it important? Commitment. Because you never know who you're going to miss when you lose your commitment. You never know who you're going to let down when it comes to your commitment. A lot of times, let's be honest, if I could be honest with you, I dare to tell you that sometimes the biggest part of us sustaining our commitment is the finances in our pocket. But let me tell you something. When you have something down on the inside, where are you digging for when it's right here? The mental real estate. What are you digging for when the commitment that you have comes from right here? When all you got to do is say, I will, when you told yourself, I can't. When people told you you won't, you said, I'm not listening to that. And the reality is sometimes we get caught up in that corner when we think that we're moving forward and we see progress and we realize what commitment really looks like. And sometimes commitment isn't fair. It hurts. It's not going to do anything for you. And now what are you going to do with the commitment you just made? Wow. That's right. I told you the commitment piece is one of the hardest things to hold on to in success, because the commitment part is really what's getting you right to the top. And a lot of times, as soon, and Dr. Lotus will say, when you get to that point, that pinnacle, it's either make or break. It's either make or break. And a lot of times it's so unbearable until you can get that one breakthrough. When you get that release to your commitment, now guess what you can do? You can see better. You can walk better. You can hold confidence in your hand because you don't have to always keep it in your heart. You walk with it in your pocket. So when you see somebody, you give them some. That's what I love about these 3 C's, is because we can build success through so many different things. But you know what? Creativity, consistency, and commitment. Now, what is commitment without the consistency? Remember I told you? You're going to slide. There go that cake now. There go that cake. You didn't quite get them eggs in there right. It's starting to move. What happens when I tell you about that? But what do you do without the consistency, without the creativity? Yeah. Come on now. You're putting things out there in the air that you're not even sure is going to last because it sounds good. See, what we need to do sometimes is stop speaking and start hearing. Because when those ears turn on, you begin to hear something that's actually more beneficial to you. And the thing is, a lot of times we'll go to places, Dr. Lotus, you know about this, we'll go to places, we'll share these ideas with people. They say, what are you thinking? I don't know why you would say that. Well, where'd you get that from? Where did you get that from? And you say, you know what? Never mind. Because they will shoot you down. Why? Because they may see you, but they don't have your vision.
Exactly.
Ooh. They may see you, but they do not have your vision, and your vision belongs to you. As much as you try to give that piece of vision to somebody else, they just can't get it because their eyes can't see.
That's
what's
right.
been given to you. Everything starts with the mind. Your mental real estate man, Dr. Michael Freeland, giving you the 3 C's today. Hold on tight, guys. We're not done yet. There's so much more that you can do to grow. Build that business, sustain what you want. You want your success. And let me tell you, it's not just about the success in business because we think that this is about all business. No, this is about success in life. Because many of us have failed at life. Many of us have stumbled and failed through life. Many of us have hit roadblocks in life. But success belongs to you through the 3 C's. Thank you, Dr. Lotus Riché. I always appreciate it.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Ooh. Corey Freeland from Newark, New Jersey says some people, something for your success, somebody, or just for your downfall. Yeah, some people wait for your downfall, or some people just hang around you for your success. But like Ebony said, ooh-wee, do they know? Do they know that when you are called on your journey, and you have these 3 C's, nothing can stop you. And even if they just tagging along on your hotel, it's before season. Woo! Tell you, I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, listen.
Thank you,
Dr. Freeland. You alluded to that you make these amazing cookies, and I had one of our viewers. She wanted to know something about one of the C's. She asked a question and she said, is the 3rd C cookies? And so now, had this.
That was very strategic of you, Dr. Lotus. I didn't even think that through at all when I said that. But, this is the good stuff right here. These are the things that Dr. Lotus has. Listen, she's had me send these things all across the country. And over the water, Hawaii knows about these.
All the way to Hawaii.
There's so many, and they bought them up. They say, hey, send them to me. I don't care how many dozen you got, send them to me. Now, I just got out of the kitchen making these on yesterday, and I'm not gonna sit here and eat it in front of you because I know that would be unfair to you, Dr. Lotus, because you know the taste.
Yes, because but I use my drool towel because the cookies are fire. And Angie says, I love that seed, the cookies.
Oh, that's the best seed tonight. I love it,
yes.
because Dr. Lotus, man, and if it wasn't for you, it's just a home recipe. I have to tell you the whole story about these cookies one day when we have more time. But you know what? Let me tell everybody that's watching tonight, these cookies ain't no joke. Now, that's one thing to brag about what you do good, but you know what? I'm not saying this from me. I'm saying this from them because I shared it with the first person who got their first bag of cookies right here, Dr. Lotus Riché, on her show, Ignites. Yep. And boy, did she light it on fire. And after that, the orders start coming in. I was in the kitchen. I said, look, I got to take a break. Goodness gracious. But you know what? I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you brought light to the cookies. I mean, you know what? And let me dare say, even on this show, that one of the most important people who has ever tasted this cookie has been really rewritten the way I do it and the love I put into it was your mother. Mama was somebody special, and I mean, I love her. I know how much you loved her, and we got to share these moments with Mom together. Yes. And you know what?
Yes.
Hey, I got my gifts. Every time I make one of these, I know who I'm chewing on it for this time. Dr. Lotus, you can get your own. I'll send you yours, but I'm gonna get mine while they're here.
Amen. Yes. Kim Jacobs says she can't wait to taste them cookies. So don't forget, DM Dr. Mike, and get your cookies, because at the end of the day, that's one of the seeds we just don't want to leave because they are homemade. It's a secret family recipe. And yeah, you know there. And Ebony says nothing can stop you. You're all the way up, and that's right. You got to stay all the way up. You got to be consistent, and don't get it twisted. You're gonna have some things that are gonna cause you maybe to stumble a little bit, or you might have those days where you feel like you want to give up. But this is one reason why I do what I do with this show, 15 Minutes of Success, because I think Kim Jacobs, she said it, and she said it well. 15 minutes can really change your life forever and for the better. And so, Dr. Freeland.
Yes, ma'am.
You're just phenomenal. And I know that
Thank you.
You are going to be a part of an amazing event that's coming up next month. And for those of you that have not heard about this event, here's a little something for you. Check this out. One of the best conferences of the year is finally here, Becoming the Best You Conference. Join us live or virtually and hear from the greatest speakers in the country. Brenda Ringwood, Terrence Leffridge, Stacey Wahey, Arcavius Armstrong, Dr. Lotus Riché, Regina Platt, Dr. Rick Fulton, Anthony Russo, Chuck Doyle, Dr. Ruben West, Jennifer Lauren, Jessica Mortier, Dr. Jawanda Rollins-Fells, Dr. Lauren Michaels-Harris, Indy Nam, Tracy Randolph, Isabel Black, Sarah Minguez, Jill Reynolds, Kevin Wilson, Saccone Prince, Definitely Holly, Chuck Prison, Dr. Michael Freeland, Tommy Morgan, Prince Michael, James Griffin, Charlotte White, Aaron Page, Jeremy Nunez, Jeff Markinet Jr., Belton Showell III. Becoming the Best You Conference, February 17th through the 19th, 2023. Clayton Plaza Hotel, St. Louis, Missouri. Get your tickets today. All right, fantastic. Wow. Yeah, so the Becoming the Best You Conference 2023. You can get your tickets, as you see, is scrolling down below. You can get your tickets today. Go to www.comechangeyourlife.com and get your ticket. And now, this three tips in your toolbox tonight, right here on 15 Minutes of Success. These 3 tips to add to your toolkit for success that was given to you tonight by Dr. DJ Mike Freeland. This is just a little taste of what you are going to get when you come to this conference. So make sure you come and see Dr. Freeland. So Dr. Freeland, tell our audience what they can expect to hear from you when they come and get their ticket. And you can get your ticket virtually to join us, or you can meet us there in St. Louis. But Dr. Freeland, tell them a little bit about what they can expect.
Absolutely. Let me help y'all with something. When y'all come to St. Louis, Missouri, man, you talk about some place that's going to be lit on fire. Did y'all see that lineup? Oh my gosh, it looked like we had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in here and Tom Brady with it. It's a lot of people, but I'm telling you one thing, that's a lot of information. This is why they say note takers are money makers. When you show up to the spot, you got to have it in your pocket. You got to have it on the table. You better have your pen in your ear, your pencil in your shirt, because you're going to need every single bit of it. When they come to the place and they deliver to you guys, listen, it's immeasurable. I can't put a price on it. Why? Because I know I was at the last one. We did one in Kansas City and we blew the roof off of it. Why did we do that? Because you know what? We found a lot of people that just really needed some great information. Not just the information to help them live, survive, but to grow so they can go. This is what I'm talking about. And guess who else is going to be there rocking? The ones and twos, putting it down. If y'all think this is hot here, show up in St. Louis and see DJ Mike J do his thing. We gonna clown all day, but we gonna learn with the mind, dance with the feet, have a great time with everybody, y'all. I can't wait. I'll see y'all in St. Louis. It's gonna be great, Dr. Lowe. Woo! Can't hear you. You muted.
Let me turn my mic up. So I can't wait. It's going to be phenomenal. So make sure you get your ticket today. Look right down there, www.comechangeyourlife.com, and check out all the amazing speakers, including me, Dr. Lotus Riché. We are going to be there. Dr. Michael J. Freeland is going to be in the house, and then DJ Mike J is going to be on the wheels of steel, spinning like no other. So make sure you join us. And I want to send out a special thank you to all of our sponsors, all of our supporters. We love you and we appreciate you for your support. And if you want to just connect with Dr. Freeland, how can they connect with you? We got to let them know they can connect with you.
Hey, y'all can hit me on the book. It's djmj.freeland4@gmail.com, or you can also reach me on Facebook at DJ Mike J or at Michael Freeland, and you'll see the DJ Mike J logo pop up right there on Facebook. Check me out at any time, and I know y'all getting ready to have me in this kitchen because Dr. Lotus didn't let it out the bag that these cookies is getting ready to get real hot, and I just made some.
That's
but
right.
You know what? I got a feeling that I'm getting ready to get back in there, and guess what? I mail them out, I send them to you, I package them well, so you don't have to worry about getting a bag of crumbs. You're gonna get your cookies. If you buy them from me, you gonna see. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, ma'am.
And Angie said she's doing the cookie dance right now. And she said, do we get complimentary cookies for attending the conference?
I'm going to tell you, if I bring complimentary cookies to the conference, they might miss at least the first 3 speakers because there's going to be a lot of chewing. And you know they get a little crunchy, so they ain't going to really hear like they're supposed to. They're going to miss some information trying to eat cookies in the middle of a conference. That ain't going to work. Them 2 seeds don't grow together.
That's right. And the host of the conference, one of the hosts, Brenda Ringwood is on with us. She says, I'll buy some. So listen, Brenda's going to get some cookies, but I believe it's going to be first come, first serve. So make sure you come in, be one of the first so that you can be served. So with no further ado, hey, Jody. Dr. Jody Bear is in the house. She said, there you grow. Gluten-free, that's right. And Angie said, I don't mind missing the conference, but I sure want them cookies.
Angie's going to get them cookies now. I know if ain't nobody else going to be there, I'm going to see this hand come into the screen.
That's right. Talking about give me them cookies. That's right. That's amazing. So, great to see you. Dr. Jody Bear is in the house as well. So listen, folks, we love you and we appreciate you. And Dr. Michael Freeland, we love you. So if you've enjoyed these 3 amazing life-changing, life-inspiring tips that you heard tonight on 15 Minutes of Success with Dr. Lotus and Mike J, guest, none other than DJ Mike J. Freeland. Go ahead and give us a birthday clap and put an M in the comment for Dr. Michael Freeland, because some amazing free tips to add to your toolkit. You have got to have the creativity, you got to be consistent, and you got to have commitment. Until we see you again, don't forget, join me on the 20th of this month when we are having our girl Sarah Minguez coming up, and she's going to be talking here 15 minutes of success, and she happens to be one of the speakers. So Dr. DJ Mike J, don't forget to come on in the house and do what you do as we go out for this evening right here on 15 Minutes of Success. Let's spin.
Yes. Y'all have yourself a good night. Thanks for having me, Dr. Lotus. This is always amazing. We don't never show up without bringing everything they need. And we never disappoint. You never disappoint. I'm just glad to be right beside you, because anytime they put the duo together, we the dynamic. We get it done. You know what? We giving information. We changing lives. We helping people. This is what it's all about. This is why it feels so good with DJ Mike J, Dr. Freeland, and the illustrious Dr. Lotus Riché, who puts it down all the time in your town. We're going to keep it hot. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to see you guys in St. Louis, Missouri. If you ain't got your tickets, you might want to grab them things before they're hard to get, because pretty soon it's going to be hot to trot. When we show up, it's all gas, no brakes. Get ready, y'all. We coming. We'll see you all soon. Thanks again for the 15 minutes of success. And I pray and I hope that this has helped every single one of you tonight. Take these tips, apply these tips, and watch what happens. God bless you all. Thank you again. Good night, Dr. Lotus Riché. I appreciate you, my girl.
See ya. We out.
One of the best conferences of the year is finally here, becoming the Best You Conference. Join us live or virtually and hear from the greatest speakers in the country. Brenda Ringwood, Terrence Lethbridge, Stacey Wahey, Arcavius Armstrong, Dr. Lotus Riché, Regina Platt, Dr. Rick Bolton, Anthony Russo, Chuck Doyle, Dr. Ruben West, Jennifer Lauren, Jessica Moyer, Dr. Jawanda Rollins-Fells, Dr. Lauren Michaels Harris, Indy Nam, Tracy Randolph, Isabel Black, Sarah Minguez, Jill Reynolds, Kevin Wilson, Saccone Prince, Definitely Holly, Chuck Prison, Dr. Michael Freeland, Tommy Morgan, Prince Michael, James Griffin, Charlotte White, Aaron Page, Jeremy Nunez, Jeff Markinet Jr., Belton Showell III. Becoming the Best You Conference, February 17th through the 19th, 2023. Clayton Plaza Hotel, St. Louis, Missouri. Get your tickets today